Hello, welcome to another episode of Comrie's Corner. I am State Senator Leroy Comrie, 14th Senate District. I'm honored to be here today with some folks that are special guests, New Yorkers Against Gun Violence. As you know, in Comrie's Corner, we try to highlight issues of concern to residents around New York State. And we have today some young people from John Brown High School, and they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Christine.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Jackie.
Great. Well, thank you all for coming today. And as you are all from John Brown High School, tell us a little about yourself and why you decided to come to Albany today. We'll start with Christine.
So, I'm Christine. I grew up in Queens, and I'm here today because I grew up learning about law, and in John Brown High School we have this program, and we learned all about the school to prison pipeline and different acts like the SSSA, and we're here today to talk about them.
Okay, and what is the SSSA?
The SSSA is an act that helps our students feel safe and prevent violence and address school to prison pipeline.
Great, great. And?
I'm Samantha, and the reason why I decided to come out to Albany today is because I found myself very interested in New Yorkers Against Gun Violence, and I feel very passionate in the School Supportive Act because I feel like this is a great opportunity for us to learn about what goes on and how we can have a say to better our communities in our school.
Great.
Well, growing up in Queens, I seen that there's a lot of diversity, and the Safe and Supportive Schools Act, I think it will help to make it all fair for all the students.
Great. And how long have you been involved in the program at John Brown High School? This is what's it called? The reaction program? It's the program that you guys that brought you up here today?
We're in the John Brown Law Institute, and the reaction program, they decided to come to us and inform us about this.
On the Law Institute, great. So, and all of you had intimated before that you want to do something in law or public service or government. So, can you tell us why you want to do that and what type of career you want to have?
So I want to go into law, probably be a lawyer or a criminal lawyer, because I've always had an interest in law, and I've loved to argue in front of people, and now I have like the perfect excuse to do it and get away with it. And
Okay, great, great.
Like Christine was saying, I was very interested in becoming a criminal lawyer, but through these programs that I've been in the Law Institute, I found myself very interested in learning about juveniles. So I want to work with them one day and figure out as to why they act, how they act, and what we can do to help them.
Okay.
When I first came to John Brown, I wanted to be a lawyer, but now 2 years into the law program, I want to be a federal agent because I feel like that's the way I can help my community out.
Okay, great. And the law program at John Brown High School will help you get into law school? Is it the complete program that will make sure that you fill out find the right law schools, colleges to get into before you go to law school?
I think that it will provide a good enough background because it gives us with moot court, mock trial, a lot of different programs in the law program.
Great. And you've enjoyed the moot court experience so far?
Yes, all three of us have been part of the moot court since last year.
Okay. And have you been to any of the courtrooms in Queens as of yet to see a live court session in action?
Yes, we've been to the Thurgood Marshall Courthouse.
Okay.
We were there for the opening of their new research center. It was very interesting, and then we've also
we've been to federal as well.
Federal court as well?
Courts,
yeah.
Okay, right. I'm glad that you're getting that type of experience. And tell me what else at John Brown that you're working on it right now.
Well, I do other things outside of law. I also do a SAFE program, which is basically like a diversity of like different after-school extracurriculars, like art and dance and those kind of things.
And so you stay at school after school hours to do these programs?
Yes.
And they're programs that are offered in the school building every day?
Yes.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And you?
I'm part of the law club. I'm law club president, actually. It's a new program that we have. We try to create a safe space for our Law Institute students, and it's open to everyone, actually. We want them just to come and have an opinion, have a voice, to let them know that they're going to be heard throughout the school.
Okay.
So like Christine, I do stay after school. Sometimes our meetings go to 6 o'clock, 6:30, but we try to hold it after classes so all students can attend.
Right. And you?
Like both of them, I stay after school up to 6:30. I'm also vice president of law club, so we've implemented this program this year. So I think for the majority of us, like, it's been a great opportunity.
Okay, good. And coming up to Albany today, you're going to go to a press conference in a little while about the gun bill, and with other young folk from Reaction and other youth people that are dealing with making sure that we together try to improve our gun laws in New York State. I hope that you have a chance to enjoy that. But tell me something about also how do you feel about being in Albany for the first time so far?
I feel like I'm a part of something very big, very important, that I might have an impact on something, and I hope I do, because personally I would love to see like the Safe and Supported Schools Act go through, because I think it'll impact our communities and our schools positively.
Good, good. And I hope that it'll get passed as well. It's something that's part of the toolbox that we want to use to try to reduce gun violence in schools and also provide more resources to schools. I fully believe that only through providing additional resources to our schools that we can reduce young people's time in unhealthy environments. And by making sure that schools are fully resourced with activities and programming such as John Bound has to keep you engaged in the careers that you want, it keeps you away from negative influences. And so whatever we can do to make that happen is important as legislators. You want to say how your experience has been so far in Albany?
So my experience has been a great experience because I was able to, because as growing up, like I never really went out anywhere. I never really traveled out of state. And ever since I came to Bound and I started going to starting getting more involved with law, I was able to really get an experience and see all these different things. So coming here makes me feel like really important, like Samantha said, and it makes me feel that I have a voice and that I could say something and be heard.
Right, right. And you?
I think Albany, for me, when I came here today, I think I felt very inspired, because Albany is very inspiring, and I feel like we can make a change here, and we have the power to make a change.
Yes, you do. And I would just encourage all of you as young people to continue to raise your voice and air your feelings and concerns. Don't hesitate to share your opinions and ideas with other folk, and find those people that are interested in promoting you and lifting you up, as opposed to trying to suppress you or keep you from finding your voice. So I'm immensely proud of all of you and the other young people that I met this morning from John Bound and the programming that's happening there. So let me ask you another question. So what do you feel is the most important thing in your personal career goal right now?
I guess the most important thing for me is like to continue to stay on my path and to focus on what I want to do and not let other people influence me, and to also realize that I have a voice and I can say things and I can make a change.
Great. All right.
For me, I want to, like Christine said, I want to stay focused on law, but I want to branch out a little. I want to meet new people who are involved in the law. I want to meet people who make the law.
Right.
I want to work side by side with them, and I just want to see how it goes.
Good. Well, you're in part of the right place for that today. So, yes, ma'am.
To add on, because I would like to do both those things, branch out and stay in the law community. That's why I started. When I first started branching out, I met a lot of law enforcement, which is why I decided, I want to be a federal agent.
Okay.
Because right now I'm actually a law enforcement explorer of CBP.
Right.
That was my influence to become a federal agent.
Okay, great. Well, I I'm very confident that the three of you will have the careers that you want to have. You're very confident and well-poised young ladies, and I hope that you continue to work hard to go after the career things that you want to do and the experiences you want to have. I want to encourage our entire audience that if you're interested in finding out what you can do for a career or what experiences you want to have, please reach out to our office and we'll do everything we can to be helpful. Question, what's your favorite social media?
My favorite social media?
Right. You have a cell phone, correct? You
Yes,
have a
yes.
Smartphone.
Yes.
What are you, a Snapchat person, or what do you use for social media now?
I don't really have a favorite. I would say my top two are like Snapchat and Instagram.
Snapchat and Instagram? Okay. Is there anything new coming up that folks are using that us other folk don't know about yet?
But not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of? Okay. And you have, what do you use?
I think my top favorite would be Instagram.
Instagram over
Because
Snapchat?
you could look at different tags and explore a little, so you can find
Okay.
something new every day.
Right. And you?
I think mine would be Instagram too, because it's more out there in the world.
Okay. And do you do research on your cell phones? Do you look up information?
Of course.
And do you look it up through a school-based search engine or just through a general search engine?
Our school does have a website, so John Brown High School, we have a website,
Mhm.
and you're allowed to go through their database, and you can look through different search engines to help you find information.
Okay, great. And so you use that to help you with finding out the basic research that you need to do schoolwork as well?
We recently did a research paper, so that came in clutch. It was really helpful.
Yeah.
Good, good. And John Brown has relaxed policies as far as cell phone use in the building, or?
As long as it's permitted by your teacher and they allow you to, you can use it in the hallway, but not during class unless, once again, you have permission to.
And how many young people are in John Brown High School now? So it's a big school, right?
There are about
Like
4,000 of
4,000.
us.
4,000,
Or a little
right.
more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
And you're right near what is that now? It used to be the law school. What is the school next door to John Brown?
Queens
now?
College.
Queens College. And so you get to see a lot of college people as well. How do you feel about that?
I think it's very interesting that the high school's right next to Queens College. They also help us do College Now. So as a high school student, you can take a college class at their college.
Okay. And have you guys figured out what colleges you're interested in attending yet?
So for me, I think like my top couple ones is NYAGV, John Jay, and St. John's.
Okay. Why NYAGV first?
Because for me, I am a Christian, and like I've worked with my church, and my church has been a partnership with that that college, and I really got to get to know the college and speak to a couple representatives, and it's really interested me.
Okay. Which church do you attend, if I can?
Hope NYC.
And where are they located?
That's 142nd and Rockaway.
Oh, right. Okay. That's a big church.
Yeah.
Okay. They do a big
Parade.
parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps raining on the parade.
Yeah.
And you?
Well, my top choice is St. John's
Okay.
because, I first got introduced to St. John's from a freshman because there are St. John's law students that come and they teach us in class. So that has been like a very influential thing that John Brown offered us.
Okay.
So I just want to, and there's also, we had a career day, a law day, career day, where a lot of career people came out, and St. John's representative came out, and she was like telling us about the law school and how it could benefit us and internships and all of that.
Right. Excellent. And you?
I'm looking kind of out of state,
Okay.
so I'm looking towards Florida, so University
Florida.
of Central Florida.
Okay. Why
South
Florida?
Tampa. I have a lot of family there.
Family there. Okay.
But I am looking in state, so Fordham and St. John's would be my
Okay,
picks for
great.
New York.
Great. Well, I really want to thank you, ladies, for coming today and wanting to talk to me about your issues and concerns. Do you have any questions for me as we wrap up?
Well, I would like to thank you for letting us do
Yeah.
this with you. It's a new experience for me. I've never done this before.
I have a question. In terms of unbiased information, like research and all of that leading to us passing this act, what is your opinion?
As far as getting unbiased information, well, I utilize information from advocates, information from folks that are knowledge based on a particular issue. We do work groups on issues in the legislature, and then we do everything we can to do the debate in our conference to come up with a final decision. So that's just part of our process here. But I want to thank you ladies for coming, and I want to thank the audience for watching another edition of Comrie's Corner. Again, this is Leroy Comrie, and I'm pleased to be here with students from John Brown High School today. Again, thank you for watching. See you soon.